Go ahead.
What's up, y'all? Wake it up! How y'all doing, man? I miss you guys. It's been a few weeks since I've been with you guys, man. I just want to come in and say hello. We're going to have a fantastic show. I got a lot of good topics for you guys. Ahead. So these last few weeks, guys, I just been living, just getting things together in life, work, things of that nature. My son came down. Lil Rigo had a birthday party last week, which is dope. He turned 11, and as you guys know, I got the position as program manager with Cure the Streets, and a lot entails with that. As far as with working into the community and things of that nature. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'm from Washington D.C. I live in Washington D.C. For all you guys are watching from other places, my city is on fire, man. My city is on fire this summer, and in a bad way. It's a lot of violence, a lot of shooting. It's a lot of things that we're trying to mediate. So what happens with Cure the Streets is we come in and try to mediate beefs for a greater cause. And like I tell people, you got to pick a side. I'm at a point in my life where I've chosen a side, and that side is to help my people. Growing up in my community, it was always somebody that came up and gave us empty promises, right? And you guys know what empty promise it is. It's one of those like, oh, I got you, youngin. We got you, man. Just call my number, and then you end up calling them or be here at this time, and they'll never be there. And that's something that I'm not going to allow. The people that I come in contact with, my people, especially in Washington D.C. I'm gonna try my best, and when I say my best, I'm going to try my best in all that I do to try and deliver a service for my people. There's nothing more important than that. I'm sorry, y'all. I just started this show like I always do without putting my phone on do not disturb. But I'm gonna do what I always say that I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna be a stand-up guy for my people. And sometimes it's hard for people to kind of understand that because it's just, people, it's like one of the things, if something wrong with you and your family, what's your family say? Oh, I got you, man. I'm going to pray for you. It's just the right thing to say. But we got to take action now because we got too many of our people dying, too many of our kids dying, man. So we're going to have a great show, y'all. That's what I've been doing. I've been in the community. I've been on the scene. Been getting reacclimated with family and just figuring this thing out called life. So you guys know now is the countdown. I've been home 3 months and 2 weeks. And it's a blessing, it's a blessing. Every day that I'm free, it feels good. And I don't take it for granted in any kind of way. So let's get this thing started, y'all. Let's wake it up! Let's wake it up! All right, we're going to start off with this outbreak, y'all. So United States is reporting that we have 51 cases of the monkeypox. Now, you guys remember last week. Well, actually, last week, I wasn't here last week, but 2 weeks ago, I reported that monkeypox is real and that it's coming. If you guys have been on IG and Facebook, you are seeing all these crazy reports of people out here with all these crazy bumps on it. We all grew up with chickenpox. And if you was like me, I used to be in the house with my sister busting her chickenpox and she busting mine. And then the whole damn house got chickenpox, right? But this ain't that. This is something that's crazy. This monkeypox. So I want you guys to take a look at this clip and just kind of, get an understanding for what's going on and what monkeypox is. Because it's real, y'all. Take a look at this clip.
Now to monkeypox on the rise this morning with more than 5,000 cases nationwide. Both New York City and the state now declaring monkeypox a health emergency. Here's ABC's Phil Lipoff.
This morning, New York City joining New York State and San Francisco in declaring a public health emergency amid rising monkeypox cases. The New York City Department of Health reporting about 150,000 New Yorkers are currently at risk of exposure in the city, now the epicenter of the outbreak. The CDC saying there's evidence showing children younger than 8 and people with uncontrolled HIV may develop more severe illness if infected. Health officials for now finding cases concentrated among men who have sex with other men, but cases are spreading beyond this group.
With any disease outbreak, there is often a specific demographic, but based on the way the infection transmits, anyone is theoretically at risk.
New Yorker Mark Hall, a nurse practitioner, fell ill last month.
I really started to get sick with flu-like symptoms, feeling
very feverish, chills, sweats, headache, extremely fatigued, really swollen glands. And then
I cut that short, but yeah, that's the monkeypox right there. So I want to break a few things down. Y'all know I want to wake everything up. So as you understand, they just gave you some good information about what the monkeypox is and where it comes from. One thing that we're gonna wake it up about is when they said that most of the cases that come up is from men to men contact. Now, again, I'm not homosexual myself, but I don't want you guys to be ignorant to what's going on. Monkeypox is not a homosexual disease. It's a skin to skin contact disease. Okay. Another thing they said, at risk community. What is an at risk community? So, I got to say these things because you guys have to understand with the media and how they try to veer the narrative as to where these things are going, right? When we talk about at risk community or at risk, it's always talking about people of color. Okay. When HIV and AIDS first came out, they told us that it was a homosexual virus. The same thing they're trying to say about this monkeypox. No, this has nothing to do with homosexuality. It has nothing to do with at risk. If you're a human being and you have skin and you are kissing someone or you're touching someone or you are have come in contact with the same surface as somebody else, then you can contract monkeypox. Okay, so it's not a black thing, it's not a white thing, it's not an at-risk thing. Okay, so make sure you guys washing your hands, man, and keeping yourself clean, man, because there's going to be a lot of crazy information about what is and what's not. And the number one thing that they always try to do when it comes to any kind of virus, disease, or anything that's infectious, you know what they do? They say that it's a black people problem and it's something that happens in the black community. But guess what? That's bullshit. Okay, so monkeypox is real. I reported on this thing about 3 weeks ago, y'all, and I need y'all to get more serious about this, okay? I know that we're transitioning or we're trying to transition from this whole COVID thing, so people are not really wearing masks. But the same thing as far as, with the PPE kind of stuff and keep your hands clean. Keep your hands clean, guys, because this ain't the chicken pox. This ain't how it used to be. We used to bust your sister and brother little bumps and be in the house, and you be walking around. The house, everybody pink as hell with the damn. What's the stuff your mother used to put the calamine lotion, look like Pepto Bismol. Everybody walking around the house looking crazy. This ain't that. This crazier right here. You ain't just busting these bumps. Y'all seen the videos of the girl that's on Instagram. It's another guy. They look crazy, man. So, my prayers up. You guys keep y'all babies safe and keep y'all hands clean, y'all. This next story we're going to get into is crazy. Y'all know I got to talk about this. Everybody done seen this, okay? Bishop Whitehead, the freshest, flyest pastor I've ever seen in my life. We're going to wake it up with this one. Hold on. Let me back up a little bit because I'm going to play the clip, okay? But I'm going to give you guys a little introduction to what's going on. So again, if you guys are computer or Instagram or social media savvy, like I know everybody is, it's been a lot of reports about this bishop that got robbed for over $1 million in jewelry, right? While he was preaching to his congregation. Well, it's so much that's coming out about this pastor, right? First of all, he flies hell. Every time you see him, he Gucci down. Well, let's say this. When have you ever seen a pastor with $1 million worth of jewelry on? And why do you have $1 million worth of jewelry on preaching the word? Last time I checked, the word was free. You get what I'm saying? So you got a lot of people, man, that I don't want to say the wrong thing on air, right? Because as we always say, when we say things online, they never go away. So I'm gonna put it like this. There has been a lot of attacks to the religion of Christianity because of how slave owners and people have manipulated the Bible for so many years, right? So that they can have their own narrative as to what they want to teach, right? And what they want the Bible to mean. Well, I don't like or agree with wearing $1 million worth of jewelry and what that looks like. There's a lot of allegations about this pastor owing people thousands of dollars, $90,000, $150,000. He riding around in all different kind of Bentleys and stuff. Now, listen, a man should live a good life. I'm not mad at that. We're not going to sit here and say that you can't be a pastor and live well. What I'm saying is when you come into the church and you come in to preach your congregation, come humble. That's not humble to me. You showing off. You know what I'm saying? I don't like it. You're not preaching to a rich congregation. So why are you wearing $1 million worth of jewelry? What are you trying to prove, man? What the hell are you trying to prove, right? Let's get into it. I'm going to run this clip for y'all, man. Y'all take a look at it and tell me what you think. This is Pastor Bishop Whitehead.
What about my church?
Yeah, cry.
It's not about me.
Tears and anger, a bishop's plea after police say he was robbed during a live stream service. Good evening. We thank you for joining us on your Friday night. I'm Natalie Pascarella. That Brooklyn bishop now answering questions after police say he was robbed at gunpoint during a live sermon. Bishop Lamore Whitehead says it happened last Sunday inside his church in Canarsie. And today he answered a range of questions from the media. News 4's Jessica Cunnington is live in Canarsie with more tonight. Jessica.
Yeah, and Natalie, as police continue to investigate and look for the 3 suspects involved in this robbery, Bishop Whitehead stood right back outside his church here that is on the 2nd floor of this building on Sundays, and he was emotional, as you said. He says his family and congregants are still traumatized days later, but he's also angry at how he says and how he feels he's being portrayed right now.
But I'm here today because houses of worship need to be protected.
Speaking almost a week after police say he and his wife were held at gunpoint and robbed in his church, Brooklyn Bishop Lamore Whitehead with a message for the 3 masked men who police say busted into Sunday's service and stole somewhere between $400,000 to $1 million in jewelry.
Find your local station, police station, and turn yourself in. Whoever was behind it, snitch, tell on them. Yo, all right. Yo, all right.
This video and the story making headlines around the world this week. Whitehead pushing back hard against criticism on social media about his flashy style and where his money comes from.
Why is Fendi, Louis, and Gucci, why can't we wear that in the church? I wear what I wear to encourage people, not to laugh at people. My community work speaks for itself.
Whitehead is also...
Hey, y'all, look, man. I'm not trying to laugh, man, but stop it. Man, stop it. Y'all know this man fraudulent as hell, man. Now, I love my New Yorkers, right? My son, his mom is from New York. Y'all know when I went to Norfolk State University, I met a lot of New Yorkers. But again, y'all niggas know that part of why I was in prison was from fucking with New Yorkers. That man scamming, man. Stop what you doing, man. Like, let's wake it up in here. Stop what you doing, man. You ain't sit up there, man. And this another thing that you guys didn't hear, right? Y'all heard him crying and all that, talking about, oh, this for my church. The man had a chance to, after he got robbed, went outside behind the robbers and seen what they left in. Man, stop what you're doing, man. I know what this looks like, man. I know exactly what this looks like, man. The man be dressed in all the fly pearl. I'm gonna bring some slides up so y'all can see, man. The man be dressed up in all the fly. Look at this pastor, man. Look what this pastor got on, y'all. When Lucy get it, she gonna bring some pictures up, man. But look what this, y'all look at this pastor, man. Make him big. Make him big, man. Look at my man Fendi down, Louis down. And what do you, let me, this is my thing. That's good enough. Now that's good enough. You can take it off. Let me ask you this. What is it? Look at my man, all Gucci in the pulpit. Who are you encouraging? What does clothes and fashion have to do with praising the Lord? What does fashion have to do with saving lives? Shorty up there in the whole Gucci jump, man. They say he best friends with the mayor. Man, stop what you're doing, man. Stop what you're doing, man. Y'all know what that look like, man. If any of y'all got New York friends like I do, y'all know what they on. No disrespect to my New Yorkers. I love y'all, but y'all get to a bag, man. And part of the reason, again, I'll be honest with y'all, part of the reason why I was in prison was fucking with New Yorkers. Fucking with New Yorkers, man. This pastor up there with Gucci Louis hopping out of Bentley trucks. You done got robbed for $400,000, $1 million worth of jerk, man. Stop what you doing, man. Stop what you doing, man. Y'all know what that look like, man. Hey, what's up, Steve? I see you in the comments, man. What's up, baby boy? Yeah, man. They know what that is, man. Y'all tell me what you think, man. Y'all can get in the comments at the bottom, man. I'll respond to y'all in the comments in the bottom, man. But we're gonna wake this shit up today, y'all. When we come back, Well, actually, no. Let me talk about this before commercial break, okay? So our next clip, y'all, okay, and I'm going to read this. Now, I'm just putting it out there because it's hot tea, right? It's hot tea. We're going to get this thing brewing, right? But Neo then got caught up and his wife leaving. This is his second wife. Now, okay, this is not funny. I don't want to say that I blame her, but before I even read this, y'all probably in your head like, man, Ryder, what are you talking about? We know what Neo do. Neo be cheating like shit, right? We know what Neo do. But for some reason, obviously, somebody must have gave her some concrete proof. And we know Neo, you know, he got the gift of gab. Shorty looked like a whole Ninja Turtle monster, but keep getting these badass joints. And I'm happy for him. I ain't hating on him. But I'm gonna let y'all see what she said. I'm gonna read it out. Pull that clip up for me, Lucy. So this right here, right? This is Neo's wife. This on the shade room. Yeah, I had to take this from the shade room. Try to make it big. I can hardly see that. Okay, so I'm gonna read it to y'all, right? This is his wife. Go up to the top, Lucy. Go up to the top of it. Okay, this is his wife, Crystal Smith. Okay, she takes to Instagram with a lengthy post detailing allegations of infidelity from Neo. I would no longer lie to the public. Okay, and she beautiful. They beautiful. She been with him for 8 years, and I mean, I guess she just caught up with my man. But this is what it says, y'all. Take a listen to it. After 8 years of lies and deception, 8 years of unknowingly sharing my life and husband with numerous of women who sell their bodies to him unprotected. Okay, you having that raw. Every last one of them. To say I'm heartbroken and disgusted is an understatement. To ask me to stay and accept it is absolutely insane. The mentality of a narcissist. I will no longer lie to the public or pretend that this is something that it isn't. I choose me. I choose my happiness and health and my respect. I gained 3 beautiful children out of this, but nothing else but wasted years and heartache. I ask that you all please stop sending me videos and information of him cheating because what he does is no longer my concern. I am not a victim. I'm choosing to stand tall with my head held high. If someone can't love you the way that you want to be loved and deserve, then it's up to you to love yourself. With no hate in my heart, I wish him nothing but the best. Signed, Crystal Renee. Ouch. Yeah, that's tough, y'all. You know, and hold on before I comment on that. Hold on, time out. No. Hold on, Lucy. Now we'll go back to that. Put me back up on the screen. Okay. First, right? I mean, this is Neo. This is what my man do. He sing real good and he get to the honeys. I mean, it ain't no ifs, ands, buts about it. This is what my man do. So, I mean, I'm sorry that this happened, but at the end of the day, this is Neo. He make the love. What do you guys expect? I mean, what do women expect from guys with money that make these love songs? What do you expect from Genuine? What do you expect from Neo? What do you expect from Trey Songz? All they sing about is sex. So you in love with Chris Brown and all he talk about is fucking girls all day. And then when it happens to you, I mean, I'm saying too much. All right. I don't want to, I'm not going to comment it in that way in their love life because no woman deserves to be treated that way. But at the end of the day, man, things happen, right? Neo responded. First of all, Neo liked the message. So he funny as hell. He liked her message, right? And he responded, guys. Here's the response. And of course, it was very political, okay? For the sake of and this is him, for the sake of our children and my family, I will work through my challenges behind closed doors. Personal matters are not meant to be discussed and dissected in public forums. I simply ask that you please respect me and my family's privacy at this time. Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. She had me covered up right there for a second. So, you know, Neo taking a political route and just basically saying that, you know, he just hoped that you guys respect his privacy at this time. And I can respect that. You know, a man needs time to kind of bag behind closed doors. And it's difficult. You know, you guys know before the whole social media outbreak, right? Before this was a norm, you kind of had a chance to handle your personal business behind closed doors, you know. I mean, now you don't get that. There's no such thing as privacy in any kind of way, you know, because whether it's the law, whether it's people, everybody is just in your business. So rest in peace to that. Rest in peace to the whole things are private and things of that nature because it's no longer private. And I'm praying for you, Neo. I hope you get your wife back. fight Slim. Fight Slim. You got to fight, Neo. You got 3 kids with Shawty, man. Just tell you sorry. Sing to her every day like you've been doing the world and get your family back, man. I'm a family man, and if I was in here tripping, acting crazy, I'd do the same thing to get Lucy back. Y'all know who I am, man. But look, y'all, I got some really, really good stuff coming. Really, really good stuff coming to you guys in the rest of the show. We're going to get into this commercial break, and then we're going to come back, okay? And we're going to talk about the craziness with Jaylen Walker being shot, right? It was first reported over 100 times, but this man was shot over 46 times, unarmed in Akron, Ohio. Where the hell are you at, LeBron? I love you, but where you at, LeBron? Let's go into commercial break, and we'll talk about that when we come back. We back. So let's get into this crazy story, y'all, with Jaylen Walker, right? And I hate that I have to report this stuff on a regular basis because it's crazy. But again, another black unarmed black man was killed, and this happened a couple of weeks ago. Jaylen Walker was shot at over 100 some odd times by numerous officers. It was reported recently that he was shot over 46 different times, and it's tragic. I'm so tired of talking about these different stories. Like, I'm so tired. Like, and when is enough is enough? When is enough going to ever be enough? We are losing our black men at a rapid rate, not only from black on black crime, but also from a standpoint of police brutality. And they exterminated us. They are exterminating us at a rate that's just unparamount. And at some point, we have to put some measures in place to stop this, man, because it's just getting out of hand. And our communities, they wonder why we don't trust authority and why we don't trust police, because the police is always killing us. The excuse is always, well, you guys are killing yourself also. And that's a stupid excuse. There's violence with all races within their own communities. Asians on Asians, blacks on blacks, whites on whites, Latinos on Latinos, okay? Blacks are no difference. But at the same time, you have an organization like our police force who are supposed to come in and be an authoritative figure and help with solutions. They seem to be more the problem, okay? So, rest in peace to Jaylen Walker, man. We love you. He was unarmed. He was a young man with no police background. And one of the biggest things that they keep saying is that they are saying that he shot his firearm outside of the window, not at them, but just shot it while they were chasing him. Ballistics hasn't really showed or said anything about the gun being fired, which is just crazy to me. I don't think the gun was fired. Me being a black man, when in the fuck would you have time, or when would you ever think about shooting your gun out of the window while you're running from the police? Like, it don't add up. And the stories that they have never adds up. It's never clear cut. So I'm gonna run this clip, y'all. If you guys haven't heard of the story yet, man, I have to warn you, man. It's graphic, and the material on it is graphic. But you guys check it out, man.
Akron, Ohio, in the case of the unarmed black motorist shot by police. Tonight, the medical examiner there saying the preliminary autopsy report shows that Jaylen Walker, who died last month, had 46 gunshot wounds. ABC's Mola Lengi on what authorities are now saying, reaction from the family tonight, and the body cam video. And we warn once again, it is disturbing.
Tonight, an Ohio medical examiner revealing Jaylen Walker suffered 46 gunshot wounds or graze injuries after Akron police opened fire while chasing him.
We are not able to say which bullet killed him. He had several very devastating injuries.
5 of those 46 wounds found on Walker's back.
I can't indicate whether or not that was during a time of running away.
The Summit County medical examiner saying a toxicology report came back negative for alcohol or drugs in Walker's system. The 25-year-old was killed in June after a traffic stop turned into a police chase. Body camera video capturing the nearly 6-mile pursuit when authorities say Walker fired a weapon.
21 shots fired. That vehicle just had a shot come out of its door.
Authorities say he later ran from the vehicle, police attempting to tase him before Walker eventually stops and turns towards them, prompting 8 officers to shoot dozens of times. In a statement tonight, Walker's family says they are devastated by the findings and still await a public apology from the police department.
Well, David, Jaylen Walker was unarmed the moment that he was shot, though police say they did find a gun and a loaded magazine in his car. But tonight, the medical examiner's office says that his hands were not tested for gunshot residue. That's because those tests have been discontinued by that medical examiner's office as well as the FBI. David?
Let's stop it right there. Let's stop it right there. Let's wake it up. Let's wake it up and let's stop the bullshit. The last thing you guys heard was what? This guy, in which they said shot out of, so make it make sense, y'all. This guy shot out of his own car door at the police, right? While he was getting chased by the police. What black man you know going to do that? Then 2, if he really did fire his gun, where's the evidence? Why hasn't his gun been tested? And why wasn't his hands or anything tested for gun residue? Because it's bullshit. You guys know how it go with us. They plant a gun, they plant a knife, or if you have a gun or if you have a knife, it's illegal for us. It's legal for white men to carry, but it's illegal for black men. This guy wasn't drunk. This guy didn't have any drugs in his system. You got a black man that don't smoke weed, don't do drugs, don't have a criminal background, and he's dead for a traffic citation. He wasn't wanted. He wasn't a suspect of interest. He wasn't in the wrong place at the wrong time. For whatever reason, he didn't feel safe. He didn't stop. And they turned a police citation or him doing something wrong while he was driving. This guy's dead now. Like, stop what you're doing, man. Make it make sense. Like, at some point, y'all, we have to get involved. It's only but a matter of time before it's your son, or it's your daughter, or it's your brother, or it's your father. My position and why I'm so strong about my community and taking accountability for when I tell my youngest I'm gonna be there for you and I'm gonna give you something, because we got to start understanding that as people, as black people, we are all one. We are all together. They murdered our brother Jaylen Walker in cold blood. Where you at, LeBron? Yeah, I respect you, but with great power comes great responsibility. This happened in your backyard. In Akron, Ohio, not in the surrounding cities. This one of your black kings that never went to jail, no criminal background, that obviously don't drink or don't smoke, and has never been in trouble with the law, that's been gunned down. Where's justice for him at? Let's wake this shit up. Where is the justice for him? There is none. Somebody got to speak for him. I encourage all you guys to put on y'all platforms and wake it up, because it's too often that people forget about what's happening to our people. We get slaughtered every day. And don't nobody care about nothing, man. I hated that every show I either have to start in or somewhere in the middle talk about a black man being shot down. And it's so sad, but statistics show that next week it's going to be another one. And you know what we're going to do? We're going to get out there and we're going to talk about it for a week. It's going to be on CNN. And then they're going to allow something else to happen that's going to smother that story. And then we right back to square one like we always is, right? I'm tired of it, man. It's ignorant. And at some point, we have to do something as a community. Or it's going to be you. Or it's going to be your father. Or it's going to be your brother. because that's who it is. When someone looks like you, black and brown people, it's your brother, it's your sister. You better believe it. In some way, some form of fashion, you related. You gotta care. I'm sorry, y'all. I get emotional about that, man, because I see it happen too often, man. But let's get on to the next one, man. Let's get on to the next topic. There was a woman from Baltimore. I don't know if you guys seen the story. There was a woman from Baltimore who owns a daycare, and she shot her husband. She got some news that so she owned a daycare. Some of the parents found out from however videotaping or however they found out that her husband was molesting kids in her daycare. It took her over the edge, and I support her. I support her. You know, inside and outside, I don't support child molesters. I don't support them. Those are our babies. Those are our future. And I'm gonna be very, very clear. Okay, I do not condone violence. I don't promote violence. Okay, so that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is I can understand why she took an approach and lost it and blanked out and shot her husband. Now that takes a lot, right? For the women that's watching this show, when a woman loves a man, there's nothing she wouldn't do. There's nothing she wouldn't cover up. There's nothing she wouldn't hide, okay? For her to separate the love that she's had for her husband and not only go against him for those kids and those babies, but actually shoot him and try to kill him, shows that she really loved those kids, shows that she had nothing to do with this incident, and shows that she's disgusted with the behavior of her husband. Let's run a clip, y'all. Let's run a clip and see it.
See Swanky Mandarin Oriental Hotel. Today, a judge ordered the accused shooter held without bond while supporters crowded the courtroom demanding she be released. Shantiri Weems confronted her husband at that hotel last week, you might remember, accusing him of abusing children at her daycare in Baltimore County. Here's Bruce LeShan.
I wish I could show you what it was like in the courtroom. I've never seen anything like it. Supporters of Shantiri Weems screaming, yelling, cursing at Judge Sherry Trafford, even accusing her of racial bias after she found that the accused hotel shooter was too dangerous to release pending trial.
Weems' family members wept and tried to gather themselves outside the hearing. The judge found probable cause to believe Shantiri Weems shot her husband in the thigh and the neck and ordered her held at the D.C. jail.
This is somebody who has lived her entire life obeying the law, helping others, and most of all, raising and protecting children.
Weems' lawyer admits she went to the Mandarin Oriental to confront her husband after a call from a second parent telling her James Weems had been abusing children at her daycare in Owings Mills. Her lawyer is now arguing the shooting was justified.
She went down there asking him what happened. He went from 0 to 1,000. He came at her and she had to defend herself.
If Miss Weems was a white man, she would be home right now.
The man is still alive.
Supporters have been plastering social media with the hashtag #FreeShantiri. James Weems, a retired cop, is now charged with 13 counts of sex abuse, assault, and displaying obscene material to a child.
Her husband hurting.
So you have it right there, right? So shout out to the community for coming out and supporting her. The courtroom was packed to the max for her. Everybody came out to see her, man, because at the end of the day, she is a hero. Too many of our kids, y'all, are coming up messed up, you know, having gender identity, having social identity issues, and all kind of mental health identity issues from the fact of them being molested and being touched. Her husband, as you guys heard, was an ex-police officer. Again, somebody on supposed to be on the right side of the law, but really on the wrong side of the law, tripping, manipulating and abusing his power, a coward. And she tried to smash him. She hit him in the leg and hit him in the neck. And the judge denied her bond. And I hope she get it, because she has been a law-abiding citizen her whole life. And sometimes, you know, men do bad things, and she took it into her own hands to try to rectify the situation. So I ain't gonna touch on that too much, man. But I just want you guys to know, man, hug your kids. You know, I understand that we have to put our kids in these child care facilities and in these daycares, but you have no idea, you know, you have no idea how detrimental it is with the negative effect it has on children that suffer from sexual abuse. You have no idea how many people watching this live, how many people in the world that have been molested growing up. So prayers to those kids, hug your babies, y'all, and let's get back to the old school, right? I like, for real, man, I like when you could just give your kids to your grandmother. Everybody trusts their grandmother. You know what I'm saying? That's what I want to get back to. If you can, give your kid to your grandmother, man, because people out here, man, they ain't living right, man. They really not, man. I'm going to let y'all get into, we're going to post this clip, and I'm going to talk about what I've been dealing with. So you guys, like I talked about when we first came on the show, you guys know that I work for Cure the Streets, and they are an organization that mediate conflicts, all right? In other words, we come in and stop beefs. So between rival neighborhoods and things in that nature, what we try to do is use people from those communities to talk to those communities, because our people don't trust authority. They don't trust the police, and for those reasons. So what I do is I come in, right? And the kids and adults and people that I know from my community, which is MLK, y'all see it right here, where I was born and raised, I try to talk to those youngins and give them a perspective of a man like me that grew up in this community, went to the same schools, Hot, MLK, Assumption, graduated from Ballou, how I made it out the hood, went to college, and still came back and went to prison. So while my story is unique, I made it out without dying. You know, I made it out without being shot up. And a lot of them are not able to afford that luxury. And what I'm trying to do, and I'm calling out to all people watching this live, if you know employers, if you know anyone with job training, link me. I need you. Okay, I'm holding myself accountable. Me, Rado. If you know me as Rado, if you know me as Lord Rodney, if you know me as Driguez, I'm holding myself accountable to link my individuals and my kids and my community with jobs and opportunities. I know a lot of y'all might say, man, it's jobs out there, it's stuff out there. They just can't be lazy. I understand y'all feel like that, but a lot of the times, the only thing these kids know is they hood. That's their protection. They don't even go to Giant. They don't even go to the grocery store. Most people in hood, you know where they shop at? They shop at the corner store. You know what they live off? They live off the resources within their community, in their block. You guys have to understand, in Ward 8 Southeast, we grew up with 2 grocery stores. Now we have a couple of other grocery stores, which is like Marcus Table. Shout out to y'all. It's another one down on Good Hope Road. But what's popular for us? We grew up with Murray Steakhouse and then Giant. And Giant wasn't even, we grew up with Safeway and Murray Steakhouse. And a lot of these kids can't even leave their community because the violence is so bad. So they don't know what's outside the community. They don't have Wi-Fi. They don't have resources like the normal average youngin have resources, okay? I'm telling you guys because I want to be a voice for them. I want you guys to understand what they're going through. And I know that it's like I'm not holding no grown man hand, but what's the alternative? The alternative is that our young Black kings are dying. And what I want to understand, what I want to teach you guys, especially to some of the women and some of the individuals that's watching this that grew up in the middle class, right? What you guys don't understand or might not see is that a 17-year-old thinks like a 17-year-old. A 20-year-old thinks like a 20-year-old. They are dealing with individual, how can I put it? They're dealing with a mindset in which they're still trying to find themselves, okay? And they are so influenced from social media and all these outlets to be somebody that they're not, that they're crashing. And I need y'all help. Y'all don't have to be there, but I'm calling on y'all to send me jobs, send me employees, send the numbers to them, let me talk. I know how to talk, okay? I got it every way. I can talk the street talk. I can talk the intellectual talk. I can talk the political talk. That's why they have me. I'm MLK. I'm born and raised there. I'm bred that way, and I want to help my community. So if y'all got some resources, link up with me. My number is on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. All my information on here. Y'all send a message, and I'll get back to you guys. Okay. Let's go back. Let's go to the next topic. Okay, because I ain't gonna get into that. I wanted to give you guys a little backstory on that because my hood has been on fire. Friday before last, and this is just 2 recent events. There has been several shootings and several killings in my neighborhood this summer, and even past that. But the Friday before last, a young individual was shot 5 times, in which he lived but almost died. And then come this Friday, which was 2 days ago, goddamn Afghanistan, all warfare, all hell let out, man, with several people shot, store owners, and it's in a disarray, man. And I was on the avenue on the scene, and I made this public service announcement, and I'm gonna play it for you guys right now, so you guys can see and get an idea of what it looked like before I kind of got there.
Ready? Look, y'all, this is a public service announcement, man. We need help here in our ward, man. We just had a bad shooting right here, man. We got 5 shot, 1 dead, man. I'm here with the with Curly, the store owner here, man. Melamark, man. And he just looking, man, to kind of help us out, man, with job opportunities. Right. Anybody out there, man, that got job opportunities for our youngest here on the avenue, man, come on out, man. We need to get our youngest hired. They need resources, man. Last Friday, I was just here. It was just a youngest shot here last Friday 5 times. Today, 5 times. Congress Park, 100 shots. Park Chester, the other day, 100 and some shots, man. 4th Street, 100 and some shots, man. It's going down in the summer, man. I need y'all help, man. This is a public service announcement. Anybody out there that got employment, give me a call, man. Hit me up in the messenger. Let me know, man. It's time to get our youngest opportunities. They want to fail if we don't hire them, right? We need to get them real jobs, man. Real opportunities. Look at this, man. Look at this, man. This is what we dealing with every day. This is what we dealing with every day, man. I no longer claim MLK as a thug or it's anything negative, man. I'm here to help my people. This is my community. I love my community, man. MLK for life. But we're going to help everybody elevate. We're going to help everybody elevate, man. I need y'all help, man. Tap in with me, man. Tap in with me. I appreciate you.
Hey, thank you, man. Appreciate you, man. That's keep it real, man. Let's do this together to help these people in the community. They need our help. There are no bad people around here, MLK. A lot of people, you know, anticipating melon is like a bad. No melon, no bad. People get around here, but anybody out there trying to shout out, want to do something good for people, man, you know, how to my man right here. I'm right here to work with him. I'm trying to have some change to be made up, and I want people to have a comfort life and live their own life. You know what I'm saying? So you got to keep it real, man. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate you, man. All right.
I got you. And the Arabic man right there, that's the store owner. The store owner, his name is man, what was the dude name right there, man? I can't think of the dang name, but he owned the store in Mellon. And shout out to him, man, because they hustle, they do everything right in front of the store, but they respect him because he tries best to, you know, to kind of help them. It's up to us also, man, to start holding these store owners accountable, man. You know, they use our resources and our money all the time. But as you guys can see, you know, they're not always there for the community. So some of these Arabs and a lot of these Asians and Hispanics, you know, I love all cultures, man. But if you guys gonna make money from our communities, y'all gonna get back to. And that's something that I'm doing. I'm stepping down on everybody on the avenue, man, to make sure they're gonna give us some opportunities, man, because we need them. You know, a lot of the times the violence is happening because we don't have the opportunities. And that's gonna change. That's gonna all the way change, man. But you know, my heart goes out to my community. You know, this right here is a cry not just for help but for assistance. It's not so much that we need pity, but we need assistance. And I'm going to be somebody that's set in place on that avenue. So if you guys got resources, reach out to me. My number and email right there in the comments, and it ain't hard to find me, man. I'm Rado, Y'all get with me. But let's get into this last one, y'all, on a good note. We're going to get into our last topic of the night, right? And it's juicy. So, y'all already know what happened, man. A couple of award shows ago when the guy named Will Smith and Chris Rock was in the same building, and some things happened. Well, Will Smith finally came to his senses, man, and sat down and gave an apology, man. I feel like it's long overdue. It's super funny to see that man get smacked, but at the end of the day, I do feel like he took us back a few years, man. I don't agree with ever bringing another black man down on the national stage like that. Men do need to be handled sometimes in the physical matter, but in that capacity, I feel like he put Chris Rock in a situation where he couldn't defend himself, because Will Smith being such of a great guy, had Chris Rock would have done something, they would have swung it the other way, even though Will Smith hit him first. So Will Smith, just to me, like, I used to respect him and love him, but that whole him, Jada, and that wild ass family, he just throw me off. Like, I ain't gonna say I'm gonna turn my back on Will, because like I say, he is someone in our culture that's a leader. He's someone that has opened doors for us, and I respect him. But he giving weird vibes, man. Shorty is weird, man. I'm gonna bring in this apology, y'all. Then we're gonna finish talking about it. You guys tell me what you think.
Mm-hmm. Why didn't you apologize to Chris in your acceptance speech? I was fogged out by that point. It's all fuzzy. I've reached out to Chris, and the message that came back is that he's not ready to talk, and when he is, he will reach out. So I will say to you, Chris, I apologize to you. My behavior was unacceptable, and I'm here whenever you're ready to talk. I want to apologize to Chris's mother. I saw an interview that Chris's mother did, and you know, that was one of the things about that moment. I just didn't realize, and you know, I wasn't thinking, but how many people got hurt in that moment. So I want to apologize to Chris's mother. I want to apologize to Chris's family, specifically Tony Rock. You know, we had a great relationship. You know, Tony Rock was my man. And this is probably irreparable. I spent the last 3 months replaying.
Yeah, I had to cut that short, man. That apology go for about 5 minutes. But even right there, he just giving weirdo vibes, man. Like the way he apologized and this whole, like, it's staged. At some point, you need to just come out like a regular individual and just say, man, I fucked up. I'm sorry, man. Like, I was tripping. Or just be 100 and be like, man, you were saying something crazy. I felt the way, man. Like, I couldn't control it. You know, that's my wife now. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I felt like he set us back in a way that hurt us moving forward in different genres, right? Especially within the state. So if you guys know, it has taken us so long to get on any award show platform, which is why BET was created. Of course, BET are owned by whites now, but that's why BET was created, so that we can create our own seat at the table, because everybody else decides to put us at the table where they want us to sit, right? And you guys know what that means. But they have always painted the narrative that blacks are just in disarray, that we're aggressive, that we're uncontrollable, that we're monkeys, that we're animals. And I hate that we have to always be in a position where we have to defend ourselves or defend our people. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Will Smith has an obligation to protect our people because he has been trained to do so. As regular individuals and regular people in this world, we react naturally because we are in our settings. We don't have someone that gets paid $150,000 at our disposal that teaches us how to talk, what to say, what not to say inside of the media, how things are going to affect us. He has been trained for over 20 years how to conduct himself because he's a human being. So a lot of you guys is going to say, well, he's just human. No, he's not just human. He has been trained specifically to avoid these specific incidents because he has been told how they will affect not just him and his family, but the rest of the world. With great power comes great responsibility. Okay, when you're someone on that kind of platform and you're great like that, you can't do everything everybody else do. Okay, you just can't. And this is coming from someone who has seen the world a different way. I'm a 36-year-old man now, so I understand that my actions hurts not just me, but my children and my family and everyone that's around me. What I do rubs off on everybody. And Will Smith, he knows that, and I just feel like he bammed out. I mean, he came on national TV to smack a man for what? Shorty, you up 300, 400, 500 mil. What is you doing? Yeah. All that, he's still a man. No, you're not still a man, Slim. Men still just in the trenches. No, you somewhere chilling on the beach. You got somebody that you can pay to do that, man. We don't got people that we can pay to go. We don't got people. We can't afford to just go and dispose of people as we want to, but you can. You know what I'm saying? So it's funny, y'all. It's funny that he slapped the shit out that man. It is funny, but all jokes to the side is not. You know what I'm saying? Because we have a responsibility as to how to represent our people, man. And I'm starting to really understand that in the place and in position that I'm in right now. Being someone that wants to represent my community, being someone that will represent my community, I have to act accordingly, and I represent a small population, in Ward 8 or in Washington, D.C. Will Smith, man, he represents Black people all over the world. This man represents us in Africa. He you know what I'm saying? It's different. It's levels, man. It's levels to this, man. So as you guys know, Chris Rock hasn't responded. Chris Rock feel away. He moving on. His mother don't mess with him. And I don't know if he gonna ever forget him, man. But if they can come together or can't come together, it's cool. I just hope Will just chill the fuck out, man, because that was unnecessary, right? But that was that's about it in a nutshell, man. That was our clap back at the end. I just wanted to see y'all, man, say what's up. It's been a few weeks, y'all, but I'm back and we gon' wake it up. I see my boy Clee out there. Clee, what's up, Clee? How you feeling, boy? How y'all doing out there, man? Thanks for tuning in, man. Thanks for tuning in. Shout out to my boy Charlie. He on the live. You gotta hop on the link live. Hop on the link, Charlie. But shout out to everybody that came through, man. I love y'all. Thank you for the support. If you guys weren't in here, because there's been a lot of people coming in and out, it's a public service announcement that I'm with all week. Send me jobs, send me housing opportunities, whatever you have, man, so I can help my people in the MLK area, man, because they need it. My job is to just try to help alleviate some of the stress and the killings that's going on, and just give moms and dads another night with their kids, man. Our kids don't understand how their actions are affecting our communities as a whole. They're too young to understand. They are motivated by reputation. They're motivated by their environment. They're motivated by social media. They're motivated by overall ignorance. And it doesn't matter what we say to them. People don't learn from what you say. They learn from what they see. Okay. If you don't see it, you can't obtain it. So while we are trying to do the best as adults to be the best example, we're not in the trenches no more. We have 9-to-5s, we have families, and they just not there yet. So we got to do our job of going back into our communities and just giving our youngest opportunities so that some of the resources that we have, taking them out these situations to kind of help them grow up, right? I hope y'all here to help me, man. Without further ado, guys, this is Rado. You on Wake It Up podcast, and I love y'all, man. Y'all have a good night. I will see you guys next week. I love you. Peace.